Hello there you guys, welcome to another of my live videos, and today I'm just going to be officially updating you on some more current latest news now. This regarding series matters and conditions. Reportedly, the Manchester derby at the weekend on Sunday, which is a 4:30 kick-off, and the Merseyside derby clash between Liverpool and Everton. Both matches are likely to be called off due to the snow. Bad snow that's going to be forecast is going to be reportedly. I don't know if it's in Manchester now, if it's snowed in Manchester now, but reportedly I think it's going to be forecast snow in Manchester and Liverpool, by Sunday. If it isn't already snowed, laid or whatever, I'm not quite sure. But this is due to snow and freezing temperatures as well. I'm currently in the Leeds area. It has snowed a bit around here. Doesn't lay that much. It's only just like a bit slippery in certain areas, as I said. But reportedly Manchester and Liverpool, there's going to be heavy snow, and there's also going to be freezing temperatures as well. So this reportedly is likely to call off the Manchester derby and the Merseyside derby. The two big games. At the weekend as well. So we've seen this before happen in the past, with heavy snow. A lot of football matches, have been called off, and they've been postponed. We've seen with heavy rain before as well, when they get waterlogged pitches, they postpone games as well. I would be disappointed about this because these two big key games at the weekend, they've got Liverpool, Everton, they've got the Manchester derby. We got the Manchester derby as well. So basically, it could be good news for Manchester United in a way, because if it is called off on Sunday, which looking likely it is going to be, we've got Paul Pogba, we've got a 3-match suspension. By the time this game if it does get called off, or when it does get rearranged, Paul Pogba, could be back then, for the rearranged match. So that is good news as well. But pretty disappointing news to hear about this snow. Basically, I think there's still the majority of the games, over the course of the weekend, are still going to go underway. Today's game, I think the Southampton Arsenal game as well will go ahead as well. But it's likely that what's being forecast, the snow, what's in Liverpool and Manchester is looking bad, and this is why it's looking like it's going to call off the Manchester derby and the Merseyside derby as well. But as I said, I didn't know about this. I'd just been notified on my phone about this. But I did say, going to Manchester derby, either way, it's going to be a tough game for United. And I said City going into the game. I've got injuries as well. They've got injuries to Benjamin Mendy, one of their summer signs. Spent over £200 million in Manchester City. They've also got John Stones injured. I think Pep Guardiola said David Silva was in doubt as well for the game. But David Silva, I presume if this is rearranged, will be back before then. Benjamin Mendy's injured the majority of this season with City. John Stones is out till January in Manchester City as well. And I think we still got Bailey out as a confirm. I think, Ibrahimovic has missed the last couple of games. He could be, set to return in the squad. Carrick, has been having heart problems, so he's likely to start. He's not going to He's not going to be. He's not going to be third choice anywhere. Bailey's likely to be out. I think Jones, could come back into the team as well. Obviously, De Gea is looking like he could come back into the team. Even if it doesn't play Sunday, it's going to be rearranged anywhere. Who else? Matic, yes, he'd missed the game on Tuesday night, and Nemanja Matic as well. But Josmin has confirmed he will be back, whether it's on Sunday or whether it's rearranged, as I said. But yeah, it is a big shame because basically, it is basically the biggest game of the season, isn't it, guys? It's and Fellaini's looking likely he's going to be out, but it's the biggest game. It's the biggest game of the season, guys. Two teams that are going for the league, two teams that are playing very, very well. Manchester United, very, very good form early on in the season, scoring goals, hardly conceding any goals, and now we have proven this in the Premier League since the international break. We have played very, very well in the Premier League, where we've been getting decent results, as you saw in the Arsenal game, but obviously we had that slope, where we drew with Liverpool in the likes and that, and, we lost to Huddersfield, and then we lost to likes of Chelsea. We went a bit on a slope there, but I think we have stepped it up, to be fair, since the international break, and that is very, very good to see, and we are playing well. Manchester City are playing well. Manchester United this season 15 games played, I think 15 games played, I think won 11, drawn 2 and lost 2. I think we scored about 35, 36 goals. I hardly let in. I think we've let about 9 or 10 in. I think we've let the same amount as Manchester City. We've got you got Manchester City who haven't lost a game yet. They've played 14. Well, they haven't lost in the Premier League, but they suffered their first defeat midweek. They've played 15 City, won 14, drawn 1. I think they scored about 46 goals and like 10 in as well of Manchester City. But you could say both teams have spent a lot of money. Both teams got good managers. Jose Mourinho's got a good pedigree. Pep Guardiola's got a good pedigree, and Manchester United. We've the both Manchester United and Manchester City have got the best defensive record. In the Premier League this season, as we all know. But City in their recent results have been, to be fair, United results they've been scoring quite a lot of late winners recently. Against West Ham, Huddersfield, and Southampton. They also scored in the 96th minute as well. But Man United, we have not lost at Old Trafford, basically since the Manchester derby last season in the league, and that was 2-1 to City. We'd lost that game, but we haven't lost at home since then. We're unbeaten at Old Trafford in over 40 matches now in all competitions, I think, as well. So it is a shame that looking likely due to snow and freezing temperatures and stuff, these matches are going to be called off, and looking likely, things can change, but it is disappointing as well that these matches are going to be called off as well. And let's be fair, Jose Mourinho hasn't got a very, very good winning pedigree against Pep Guardiola. I think he's only won four of the 19 meetings with Pep Guardiola as well as Jose Mourinho, and we haven't had a fantastic record against the big teams in the last couple of seasons. We got a good win at Arsenal because Arsenal play very, very well at the Emirates this season. We hardly had any shots in that game. Well, we had 4 shots, three were goals, and 1 was from Jesse Lingard. But apart from that, we didn't really create much chances. Did look dangerous counter attack. But we did get the result at the Emirates, and that's all that matters, and that does boost your confidence up, even though you weren't playing that well. And yeah, so basically, looking likely it's going to be called off. I think Manchester United's next remaining games after City is, I think it's Bournemouth and West Brom, but Pogba is set to miss 3. But due to this now, if this is going to be called off, obviously the City game will be rearranged. The Liverpool-Everton game will be rearranged as well. So basically, that is everything to update today, and it's been reported in the press that by 4 AM on Sunday, bad snow's going to hit Manchester and Liverpool as well. So anyway, that's everything to do today. Drop your comments, likes below on the channel. If you do consider subscribing, as always, take care. God bless, guys, and I'll see you all again very, very soon. Bye. Just before I go, yes, it's very, very hard shame because there has been fantastic games, between Manchester United and City over the years. You've seen the 4-3 winning last minute. You've seen the 3-2, with Van Persie last minute. You've seen the 1-0 with Scholes in the last minute. You've seen the 3-1 in the Cup, with Wayne Rooney over 2 legs back in 2010, I think that was. You saw the fantastic Wayne Rooney overhead kick as well. That was fantastic. Who else? We saw, you saw the Aguero thing, back in 2012, which I was very, very disappointed about. But to be fair, it was a dramatic title finish, but shame it didn't go to my team instead of City. We've seen fantastic games over the years between Manchester United and Manchester City, and it's just a fantastic and a good game of football between both sides. Obviously, compare the history between two sides. It's us that have dominated, but obviously City have been the dominant, team last couple of years, due to that, considering the amount of money they've invested into the club. But they are a rich club like Manchester United and Manchester City. But yeah, that's how it is, and looking like the game is going to be called off. So now I'm going to go, guys. That's everything to do for today. Drop your comments, like, on the channel, subscribe if you do consider, and take it easy, guys, and I'll see you all later on. Bye.